Are we live? Let's go. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. It's time for a legendary show. Yes. Come on, baby. Get in here, everybody, get in here. All right, it is time for a legendary show. We are going to get into some things. But before we get into some things, it wouldn't be possible to really deep dive into the things without, some extra help from our sponsor, all right? Today's video is sponsored by FashionNova, all right? So, keeping me drip, keeping me comfortable on this Monday, because you guys know Mondays are my tough days, usually because I do like a Sunday fun day. And let me tell you, Sunday was fun, okay? Sunday was fun dang boots, all right? I'm barely here, but because I knew I had to come here, I didn't really drink too much, but child, you can kind of hear it in my throat. But anyway, casual Monday, comfortable, Outcast tee, Outcast easy, sweatshirt breezy, short shorts, you know what I'm saying? Real cute, FashionNova. Throw on, comfortable, you go, still look fly, still looking dope, throw a little chain on it, you know, real easy. Click the link. Also, I got to show you, I did kind of swear I got it out. It really wasn't going to really resonate on camera, but I posted it on Instagram. Let me show you a little bit of my FashionNova Sunday Fun Day look, okay? Let me show you. Baby, let me move this out the way. You got to really get into that. With the iridescent and then the purple, the fuchsia pant, you got to, listen, this shirt was a winner. This shirt is on the website right now. You better go get it. I got so many compliments on this shirt. So boys, girls, go get these jeans. Go get that shirt. It's on the website right now. Click the description in my click the link in the description box below. Okay. Sunday Fun Day was definitely a mood yesterday. So we dressed it up. But today is casual Mondays, comfortable Mondays. So we got the Outcast hoodie with the sweat shorts on, okay? So you know how we do it. We switch it up. You know the vibes. Shout out to FashionNova, keeping us lit. And it's also very affordable. So click the link in the description below and shop while you listen, all right? Because I guarantee you that shirt is going to sell out. So head over there now. All right. Thanks, FashionNova. All right. Now, let's get into some things. Oh, and if you guys like the outfits, tag FashionNova in the post and also, tag FashionNova in the comments. Let them know that you guys are liking the looks that we put together, okay? Now, baby, can we just talk for a minute? So how about I'm doing my Sunday Fun Day and I'm riding in a car. I'm in my boy's Tesla. I mean, what was a cute little day yesterday? As a creator, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can we just talk for a minute? So as a creator, like this week, I had not a free week, but I had an interesting week. I had a week where I just kind of had a week to myself. Man was out of town doing things, and I just kind of was like, I had a week. You know what I mean? I kind of got some things popping online, but for the most part, I had a week, and I was going through like a really big creative like burnout, where I just wasn't really inspired to really do anything. And I just kind of was laying around, not really depressed or anything. It was just more so like, you just have those moments where you feel like, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm not doing enough this. Or maybe I'm not doing enough that. And so I just want to say like, I run into you guys in public. I get your messages. And when you guys are telling me like, the videos take you through, you're really excited. You love them. Even if they're on this channel or the Tarot channel, which we're back on that channel. I got 2 new videos up there. I'm going to be trying to drop at least 3 videos a day over there. General messages for all star signs. If you guys are into that kind of thing. If you're not, please don't go over there and disturb the peace that we have over there. But there are 2 new videos over there. I'll drop the links over there too. If you guys are into that kind of thing, they're good videos. One talks about, why your business isn't growing the way that you want it to and restructuring it. And the other one is, you may have to let that relationship go that you've been thinking about for a minute. Really good in-depth readings. If you guys are into that kind of thing and you need some answers, check those videos out. And I'll put the description box, or if the moderators can go grab that from Be the Vibe Tarot and put that in the description, it would be dope. Also, but I'm saying this to say, or I mean, moderators, if you can put the links in the chat, if you can find it, if you can click those videos, they're on the community tab. Just put them in the chat. All right. So anyway, the other thing is, it means a lot when you guys are like, hey, your videos are getting me through. I'm enjoying them. I like it, because even as a creator, you know, I have a good time here. I have fun, but sometimes I'll be feeling like, you know what? Am I doing enough? Is anybody listening? Is anybody watching? Does anybody care? You know what I mean? Or am I just yelling at myself every day? So, you know, sometimes you beat yourself up. Sometimes you feel like you could be doing more. And so it was just one of those weeks. But I'm glad I got out yesterday, poured myself out. And I encourage everybody, sometimes get out, have some fresh air, call a friend, vent, let it out, start over, and get going. Because as a creator, you need your mental, you need your mind. And without that, you cannot create, okay? So I just want to say shout out to all the subscribers, all the followers, everybody in the bushes that watches, everybody that secretly watches, that can't comment for whatever reason. I love you all too, okay? So yeah. Anyway. Well, as I was doing my Sunday Fun Day yesterday, the internet just goes into a shamble. Now, let me tell you something. Zeus Network knows how to get the people going. Zeus Network will remain on top. Okay, so they had the Floyd Mayweather fight. Now, let me know this. I want to ask you guys this. Anybody that's watching, now or later, how do you have a fight? A Floyd Mayweather boxing match. And in the middle of the boxing match, a fight outbreaks. Well, my thought process is, well, aren't they already fighting? I'm going to show you. So apparently, during the Floyd Mayweather fight, Floyd Mayweather and the man he was fighting started getting into a fight. I'm confused. Let me show you.
That's it.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused at what happened. I didn't watch the fight. I didn't pay for that. I'm telling you, the only time I paid for the Floyd Mayweather fight stuff is when Natalie Nunn was fighting Tommy, and then they tricked me and bamboozled me out of my $25 then, so I said I wouldn't do that again. Would never pay for a fight again, because they fought 3 rounds, were really 1 round, and it was a mess. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm confused. I mean, wasn't they supposed to be fighting? I guess maybe the guy went after Floyd after the referee said no. But why did all those people just jump in the ring? Couldn't Floyd have beat him up? I'm assuming Floyd won the fight anyway. I don't foresee Floyd losing any fight attached to Zeus Network, even if he was supposed to lose. You know what I mean? But anyway, Zeus Network knows how to do its big one and get the people talking and get the controversy. I know Lemuel is somewhere over there just counting the dollars and collecting the views. On top of that, not to be outdone by Floyd Mayweather or Natalie Nunn or Tommy, but Puerto Rican princess Josline Hernandez decided that she was going to go ahead and get into a little boxing match of her own, okay? With former castmate, or woman she cast, Big Lex. Now, if you guys don't know Big Lex, I believe, was on either season 1 or season 2 of Josline's Cabaret. Big Lex was the one who, she was dragging the girl. She was fighting on there, and she was also talking to, she said it, oh, God. She made a very distasteful joke about a girl's pregnancy or her losing her baby. I don't remember what the joke was, but That was Big Lex. Okay. Now I cannot play the footage because it is very, 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 very. It's a lot. Okay. I'm trying to choose my words wisely here on YouTube, but everybody's seen it. So I'm sitting in the car and people was texting me like, look at this. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Josline Hernandez is whooping this woman. Okay. And you hear all these people in the background, trying to stop Josline, and she will not stop. Right. And then Josline just started walking around slapping everybody, slapping the security. And then she slapped a white woman or a Hispanic woman. The Hispanic woman came and threw a drink on her. And then I think the stud, Melissa from Love and Hip Hop, let me pull her up. Hold on. I think she was dating Mimi or something. Which one was the soft stud here? It's something about a woman. It's something about a soft stud that really I don't truly get. Let me just show you her. Let me just show you her real quick. So a woman it's a masculine woman with a flip like this, a very soft feminine flip. I'm confused, but anyway. So this is Melissa. She looks like an ex-WNBA player. But so she ended up running behind the Hispanic woman and cold cocking her. It was like a WWE backstage brawl. It was something very interesting. Okay. Now, sources are saying, and Ballistic was there too. Ballistic done got thicker. Ballistic was cursing Big Lex out. Ballistic don't mind cussing out women, slapping a woman, arguing. They was letting Josline whoop Big Lex. Okay. Now, Josline was definitely high. Okay. She was high. She was even high when she was performing, because she had performed first. And she was so high. Let me see if I could. I could show you the performance. Now we're gonna have to watch it on mute, but I want to show y'all just kind of the delivery of how high she was. Okay. Hold on, let me see. We're gonna have to watch it on mute for music purposes. But yeah, look at her. Just use your imagination and try to figure out what she's saying. But just look at her. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This was a big night. And so, I know this night she popped about 2 to 3 pills, you know what I mean? And probably did about an 8-ball. And so she was ready to go because that was a big performance for her. And to be on the stage like this, and then moments after, you then go in WWE, rock 'em, sock 'em, and roll them out and just start beating everybody up in the background. So she's now facing 4 different charges of let me get the tea of assault and battery. Yes, so Josline Hernandez is in jail. She has been arrested. Okay, she has been cuffed up, locked up, and she is facing plenty charges. Okay, so it's catching up to her. You know what I mean? I remember Josline would snatch Chastity by the throat. She beat up Amber. Well, we don't really care about Amber. Amber deserved it, but Zeus. That's why we haven't had a Josline's Cabaret, because Zeus Network had to pay off Amber from when Ballistic and Josline beat her up on stage that day. So now it's finally caught up with her. Here's the thing. Zeus Network cultivates a space where you can fight, but I don't think she was under contract to be fighting like that. So that girl was able to still press charges against her. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Josline in these charges. I'm trying to actually get the exact charges. Let me get it. Okay, I'm finna get it right now. Where we at? Okay, Josline Hernandez is arrested on 4 charges, including battery. Okay, description: touch or strike, domestic. Okay, touch or strike, battery, trespassing, unoccupied structure, or conveyance. Ooh, that's a trespassing. Resistant officer obstructed with violence. Jesus. So she's got about 1, 2, 3, 4 different charges. So, yeah, Josline gonna be down for a minute. Also, you know, Josline was on College Hill fighting Amber Rose. Now, according to my sources, very close sources to me, told me that Amber Rose won that fight. Told me that Amber Rose allegedly won that fight, and Josline Hernandez called BET Plus and asked BET Plus, and I have a very reliable source that's over there, asked BET Plus not to air that part. And for whatever reason, they did it. I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay? So we've known Josline to be a fighting girl. And she's revealed now that she's not only a fighting girl, she's a high fighting girl. We've seen Josline, you know, tear her down at reunions. We've seen Josline, you know, entertain us in many different ways. I'll say this. Say what you want. Josline Hernandez is reality TV gold. She's the villain that we all love to see. She's a cackle. She's lit. She's high. She's a nut guy. She's a nut job. And you want to see a train wreck on television because you can't do that in your real life, but you don't mind watching somebody else. It's nothing. It's nothing different than watching an adult video. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever watched an adult video and you watch the most wildest stuff, and you still you're judging slightly, but you're getting your thing off. And after you think that is just so disgusting. I wouldn't do it. But while you're watching it, you're gonna watch somebody else do it, but you wouldn't dare. Same thing with Josline Hernandez and being on television. I wouldn't dare do the stuff that she does, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. Somebody got to do it. Just ain't gonna be me. But I love this for Josline. However, the shows keep getting pushed back. But I'll tell you this. Zeus is gonna have to cut another check because they done made so much money just off the fact that this woman then went to jail and got 4 charges and beat up Big Lex. Big Lex's net worth went up. Okay? We're never getting the cabaret now. But Josline Hernandez also in Ballistic, you too. You guys have a child now. Well, at least Josline, you have a child. You have to sober up. It's no shade. You have to sober up. You have to sober up. You have to sober up. Now, here's the thing, though. Here is the thing. A lot of people are feeling like, well, hold on. Big Lex had it coming to her. And I'm going to tell you why. So so here's the thing. A lot of people feel some type of way about Josline's Cabaret because the way that Zeus Network does it, they almost protect the producer or whoever show it is, except for Bobby Lights, because they definitely let Bobby Lights get smacked. I don't know what that was about, but they let get smacked out of Bobby Lights at his reunion. However, Josline Hernandez, she's able to strike and slap those women at any point in time, but then the security comes when they get ready to fight her back. The security comes and stops it. And so that's why a lot of people have the problem, because Zeus Network almost lets her get to you, but you can't get to her. And then Ballistic jumps in. And so that has been the main complaint of a lot of the girls. I still personally feel like there's going to be a girl, and mark my words, there's going to be a girl that gets on that show that does not have any intention on finishing that show. Her sole intention is going to be just to make a moment to beat Josline. She's going to catch Josline slipping, and she's going to whoop Josline's mother. And then she might have somebody on the side to get Ballistic, because Ballistic will jump in and hit a woman if his girl is losing. So, but you're going to have to be a ball to do it, because Zeus Network also is going to lean towards the side of Josline Hernandez. And then Josline Hernandez isn't no easy kill. But I say this to say a lot of women feel some type of way because they feel like Josline Hernandez just yanks them up, snatches them up, talks to them crazy, smacks them up, and it makes them look crazy on TV. But here's my thing. Here's what I would say to the girls. And any girl auditioning for the cabaret going forward, you know that she looks at you like as $2. Y'all want to go on there because you guys are nothing. You're nothing. It's a bunch of nothing that go on that show that is looking for a quick moment, a little bit of fame, and a $2,000 check. Now, when you do that, though, you have to know that this is not network television. This is still an app. And these people are, they're going to cultivate their own sort of space however they want. And so you going on a cabaret show to be a glorified backup dancer for Josline's cabaret, Josline's music, you're going to be talked about as a $2. See, Josline has this show where she kind of brings you in like she's taking you off the streets. And really, she's just taking you from your neighborhood pimp and becoming your television pimp. And she talks to you as such. And then the girls go back and they watch the television or they watch it on their phone or wherever you get your Zeus Network stuff. She watches that. They watch that. And then they feel some type of way. But it's like, it's been season 1, season 2, season 3. Like, at this point, why feel away? Why feel away? So anyway, Big Lex has been feeling away for quite some time. Now, this didn't really age well for her. So she did some interviews that are now recently resurfacing about how she has been wanting to catch Josline Josline outside. Take a listen.
All the time, and I be ready to pull up on this bitch on a ski boat. Like,
on Josline?
On a jet ski. Like, yeah. What I don't like is how they make it fair for Josline to be able to put her hands on you, and you can't retaliate and do the same thing back to her. I think Josline should just stay in her lane and stay in her position because she's gonna make herself look extra goofy because you know she got a long line of acting goofy. So I wish she just stop that or come get her ass beat by me.
So you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm
ready
with
her.
Yeah, because like I ain't pressed about it or nothing like that. Yeah. But she be acting like she's this big bad bitch that can't nobody beat. And like I'm right here. I been right here. Yeah. But I be in Miami all the time and I be ready to pull up on this bitch.
Right now, what would it be?
If I could say one thing to Josline, I would say pull up. Let me pull up. I got a nigga for her nigga. I got security for her security. And I just want I want to show her how I feel to really get her ass beat by a bitch that's really gonna beat your ass out here.
Right now, what would it be?
If I could say one thing to Josline.
Well, that didn't age well. That didn't age well. That didn't age well. That didn't age well at all. Okay? Now, if I could pull up what happened, you would see that didn't age well at all in any capacity. Now, sources and fans and people are speculating that is the reason why Josline Hernandez pulled up. And if that is the case, touche. I'm not mad at Josline. I'm not mad at Josline. No shade. No shade. Because she pulled up and she got active. She did her job. She performed and she saw you sitting there and you felt like you was going to sit comfortably there, right there. Because the thing is, Big Lex, she's been on Now That's TV. She's got her own show. So she's feeling like, girl, I could be you. And I could be here too. And so Josline pulled up and made her know it. And so at this point, girl, you had got what you got. Because even if that wasn't the reason, you said what you said and you got what you got. So at that point, you had nobody there. You had no security for your security. You had no nigga there for you. And actually, the man that you had, well, I don't know who this was. Let me show you this other clip I have found. Y'all can tell me who this person was, but he was running. Let me show you. I mean, hold on. I can't. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't know who the Hispanic man is, but he's definitely a feminine rainbow man. And so I don't know if that was Big Lex's friend that jumped in to try to help her. And then all of the Zeus Network and all of the niggas, they went and jumped him. And so he had to get the hell out of there. I would have got out of there too. I'm not finna fight all. And then my thing is, where's Lemmy? Somewhere thinking the numbers for this is gonna be fantastic. You know what I mean? Lemmy don't even give up. He just thinking the numbers are gonna be fan-tastic. All this is going on at the Floyd Mayweather. You done spent all this money. Ain't no security. All this is going on at the Floyd Mayweather fight. Now, this is crazy in Miami. Big Lex is beat up. Her brother, her man, whoever that soft man was, he tried to come in. He done got beat. It's crazy. They said, oh, he hit Alex. Oh, I don't know who he was. But wherever he was, he got the hell out of there. Okay. Where was Lemmy? Zeus is crazy. Oh, they jumped Big Lex. Okay. I don't know. Either way, that was a mess. So Josline Hernandez will be following the story. She definitely busted down, popped it open, and went for the kill. Josline Hernandez, she ate that. She did her biggest one, and she performed. Shout out to her. And to shout out to Josline, it's crazy. First of all, can we just look? You know this one was hot. Look at her face. It's no shade. Josline was full. Josline was full. And you know what? She's probably a good time when she's full and happy. But she probably gets very aggressive. Because, I mean, I wish I could play you the videos. She was in there slapping people, kicking people. All this in a bandage dress. Like a thin, like, bandage. I mean, you got to really be on some, to really be whooping in like a bandage sundress. It was like a Shein sundress. Wow. Wow. Josline's real gangster. And my thing is, I don't know why she was scared of Tommy. I think Josline could whoop Tommy. I don't know why you got a restraining order against Tommy. Tommy is crazy. Now, could you imagine Josline and Tommy? Who you think will win that fight? Josline drunk, perked up. I mean, Tommy drunk and perked up. Josline high and peeled up. You let them two fools go at it. That would be a key. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. That would be a sloppy fight. Jesus. Okay. Yes. All right. Wow. Okay. We have to talk. You know, I love my girl. Oh, wait, before we go there. Also, something that was very interesting to me, and I have a problem with this. I really do have a problem with this. I'm going to show you. Women, stop getting these BBLs, getting these surgeries, getting these things done. And I get it, though, but it's just... So, Akbar V, very unattractive woman. Really trying to make herself look away, but she has so many defects. Face, body, feet, teeth, whatever. After all of that surgery, you're still ugly. And your feet are still doing this. That is what gets me. Now, Akbar.
You guys, so I'm at Dr. Kurt's right now. I have IV in my hand. So, let me give you a little rundown of what I'm doing. I'm about to get my surgery. I'm about to get my boobs done. I'm about to get this loose skin gone up here on my upper back furrow in my front, right? And let me tell y'all, I'm a little nervous. Well, I'm a lot nervous, but my pastor's on the way. Because, you know, she got to give me one of them prayers. But for the most part, I lost a lot of weight when I did the gastric sleeve surgery. And I had to work out after the surgery. And I lost a lot of weight, right? My titties, I never had none. They always sagged down to my ankles. And he's going to give me some boobies. I'm about to get some titties, y'all. And he got to remove this excessive skin up here at this back burrow and the top. It's finna just get what's supposed to be gave, like always. All right. Keep y'all in tune. Hey guys, so
It's just like soft, like innocent voice. For my kid, it was gay. You're rude. You're nasty. You talk crazy. You're not some soft, flower, dainty, timid Delilah. You know, dandelion type of woman. You're a big, loud mouth, obese woman with fingers that do this, with feet that do this. And my thing is, and I get it. When you get the gastric bypass, you do want to do the tightening of the skin. But when are you going to make the appointment for your feet? Imagine having all of that body and you can't even go swimming because your feet is doing this. I don't want to look at that. I'm looking at all of this teeth and this, then I get down to your feet and they doing this. Like, what? That's crazy. Start from the sole of your feet and work your way up. Because your feet is the foundation to your body. Without your feet, you cannot stand in your true potential. Without your feet, you are imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? You cannot run, you cannot walk, you can't even hide without your feet. So to sit there and keep ignoring the issue at hand, which is them feet, is blasphemous. Completely unacceptable. And then to try to sell us on it. We're not buying it. I'm not buying that. Blasphemous. And so I feel like these cosmetic surgeries are optional. Like, you know, I liked Fat Akbar. Before I did that, I would have got my feet done first. Then I would have did the gastric. People like to skip steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of the bones that you got already. Then start, getting your body done, getting your teeth done, get your boobs. But like, you got to start with the feet first. If my feet was like that, I wouldn't have paid 10, 12 bands for teeth. I'd have paid it. I'd have got my feet done first, then I got my teeth. Like, when me, I had to get 2 implants. You have to, first of all, even when I got my teeth, I had to get the braces first to straighten it out. You got to go through some steps. You just don't put the veneers on. You get the braces. You got to sit in the braces for a minute. Cut your mouth. It's a mess. But and then before you even do the veneers, guess what? You got to go get the fillings, and you got to spend all that money, the cavities and the crowns, and you got to do all of that stuff, any root canals, anything that you need, because we cannot put all of this nice, pretty stuff on a shaky, rocky foundation. And so to do all of that to your body, and the foundation is not sturdy, it's crazy. To each his own. But shout out to Roly Poly, because she is really inspiring the girls to, really go out here and live in their truest fitness journey. Not fitness journey, surgical journey. Okay, let's move on. Now, hear me when I say this. By any means, it's not a flop. I don't think it's a flop, but I do think it's quietly tumbling down the charts. Ice Spice and Taylor Swift quietly falling off the charts. Still top 10, but it's at number 10. And I think, what is it, the second week? Taylor Swift and Ice Spice. People aren't resonating with that record. Maybe perhaps Taylor Swift, that wasn't the right record for Ice Spice. It should have been a little bit more of an up-tempo record. While Taylor Swift is still a huge artist, this record is slowly, quietly tumbling off the charts. Or tumbling down the charts, excuse me, because it's still in the top 10. So we'll keep an eye on this record and see how it's doing. Because a lot of people are not feeling this record. I liked it, but I'm not going to hold you and sit up here and act like I put that on my playlist and I listen to it every day. I don't. I haven't listened to it since the first time I listened to it. Just being honest. And I guess that's for a lot of us, okay? I guess that's for a lot of us. Now, speaking of charts, now we're starting to heat up. Put a ribbon on me, I've been acting brand new. Can I just tell you, if I'm being honest, I didn't like that at first. I didn't like to put a ribbon on me. Just because I felt like put a ribbon on me made me feel like a gift. So I felt like there could have been another one. Because like ripping me out the plastic, I felt like, or acting brand new, to me, there was nothing more brand new than being freshly ripped out of the plastic. I feel like you can put a ribbon on a used car. You know what I'm saying? You can put a bow on anything. But to rip something fresh out the plastic is like really brand new. So I feel like a ribbon was really more of a gift. So I feel like I would have liked her to play a little bit more on the ribbon and her being a gift in a way. But nonetheless, that's just me being nitpicky. However, Cardi B has helped Lotto secure another Billboard Top 20 entry. Okay. Put It On the Floor has entered the Billboard Hot 100 this week at number 13. Now, if you remember, Cardi B did say, if we get into the top 15, I will be dropping another song in 2 weeks. Okay? Say what you want about Cardi B, but Cardi B is a hit maker. And her fans are very strong. They're loyal. They will support. I see people online saying, well, you got Lotto and you got Cardi B, and it should have been higher. Well, Lotto on her own couldn't even break Hot 100. So this is light years ahead for where the record was. Okay? So Cardi B definitely is sowing her oats as a feature and a female in hip-hop that you need to work with. Much like Nicki Minaj. Like, Cardi B is now becoming one of those girls that you need Cardi B to put you on. Like, you will want a Cardi B look because she is going to give you a career boost. So, in each and every time Cardi B does this, her value becomes greater, her stake in the culture, her stake in music becomes stronger, and you have to, no matter what you say, no matter what you feel about her, lyrically talented, whatever you feel, you have to put respect on her name and her brand, because Cardi B literally can change the trajectory of a person's career with just an affiliation or a simple freestyle. I mean, not a freestyle, but a collaboration. And she's proving that, you know? And so I think that is something to be said about a Cardi B feature and a Cardi B look. She's really working on solidifying herself as one of the girls that you need to work with to make sure that your music sticks and pops. So shout out to Cardi B for doing her thing. Shout out to Lotto for doing her thing. I love Put It On The Floor remix. Love Put It On The Floor. Great song. I'm here for it. Now, I'm getting a cackle because these women are so petty. No point intended. Nicki Minaj is the key. Lotto's a key. So now they're going back and forth, even while we're literally live on Twitter, being shady. So Lotto's so happy that she caught one. So Lotto posts. This is what Lotto posted. They thought I was going to fall off. I hate to bring you bad news. Jackpots and Barty Gang up 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000, whatever that number is. And then here's Nicki Minaj retweeting. Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj's Princess Diana remains the last female rap collaboration to reach the top 10 on Billboard's Hot 100, despite being surprise drop. OMG, thank you guys, and I genuinely have fun shooting the video with Princesita. And yes, I made up that word. No need to clock my spelling. Like, girl. Nicki, why are you posting this right now? So y'all just gonna go back and forth. Okay, so Nicki, you basically saying, girl, it couldn't even break top 10. Nicki's a cackle. Nicki Minaj is a cackle. Nicki Minaj is the cackle. So they're gonna go back and forth and play in each other's face all day. And so I just think these women will continue to battle, will continue to be. Here's the thing, though. Lotto, without I mean, you did have a hit record. I thought it was a street hit. I definitely thought Put It On The Floor was definitely one of those ones. Definitely was there. But, girl, you definitely needed that Cardi B alley-oop. You definitely needed that Cardi B alley-oop. But at the same time, Cardi B needed that Lotto. Because now Cardi B has a song in rotation. However, while people are living for it, Cardi B really outdid herself with Tomorrow too. So I still don't feel like, even if Cardi B wouldn't have got on this record, she could have still dropped her regular music. Like, I feel like, I think I'm going to retract my statement a little bit, because I feel like I said that Cardi B needed this. A little of that is true, but I still feel like while the verse was good, it was a solid verse. It wasn't impactful enough with actually putting it on the floor where people was like, oh, she really put that on the floor. But it also didn't feel clever, as clever or as clean to most as Tomorrow too. So really, with those two in mind, it kind of makes it like, it's great, but it's kind of like, take it or leave it. We still want your music. Like, so she didn't really have to do this because it didn't really jumpstart or kickstart anything more than where she's already at, because people are still comparing this now to herself at Tomorrow too. So this wasn't a huge moment for Cardi B. It wasn't a huge moment for her. So she could have either took it or left it, in my opinion. Now that everything is out and the dust is settled and the smoke is clear. You know what I'm saying? So, however, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what she drops next, because the people want to see, and I think that people are going to be continuously comparing her Tomorrow 2 verse, which is fine. And there may never be a verse as good as Tomorrow 2. Like, you know, Nicki's Monster verse still is one of the most iconic verses that she's ever done. You know what I'm saying? So that Tomorrow 2 verse just might be that one for her. but she needs to keep going. So that's that on that. But shout out to both of these ladies for getting that Billboard Hot 100 entry at number 13. Shout out to Cardi B for really letting the girls know, I'm that girl. You need me. I bring numbers. I can get you a Billboard. I'm really one of those girls in female rap that I'm a pillar in female rap. I'm a staple in female rap. One album out, no tour, but I'm Grammy winning, 5 number ones, diamond plaques. You need me. Shout out to Cardi B. For, doing her big one and putting the girls into position. We have another collab coming. Hold on, do I have it? Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj. I love this. I love this relationship with them. I heard the snippet of Barbie World. This is going to be iconic. Nicki Minaj is just, lyrically, Nicki Minaj really honestly is the best. She is. Nicki Minaj is the greatest. Because the things that she say, it's not even that it's just so intricate, but it's like, girl, it's like, why wouldn't I think of that? Like, it's just the things that she say, just the way that she deliver it, it's just always so clever. But it sounds so easy, but then when you try to do it, it's just not. And she has a certain style and a swag about herself to where it hits different. And I think her and Ice Spice together, we're in for a real treat with this Barbie World collab. I think it's gonna be a dope song. And I'm not really big on like soundtrack songs. But I feel like that we'll be listening to this. I'll see. I don't really listen to soundtracks because I don't really get into it like that. But I think that this will be cute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that. I heard the snippet. Sounds good. Nicki is still Nickying even in the Barbie movie. Okay. So yeah, there's not really much to say on this. But I'm happy to see this collab and it's working. And like I told you guys before, I don't see this relationship fading. I don't see this relationship falling off. I actually see this relationship getting stronger. And I actually see Nicki Minaj, even if Ice Spice were to kind of fall short, I definitely see Nicki Minaj helping Ice Spice and giving Ice Spice resources that she may not have to continue elevating. I don't see Nicki Minaj looking at Ice Spice as a threat. I see Nicki Minaj deeming Ice Spice as the one to come and to go, you be the princess and you take these new girls out. You are going to be the one that I'm going to support because Nicki Minaj really doesn't have to battle. She is literally, say what you want, she's literally an oak tree of hip hop. You're not moving her. She's a pillar. You can't move her. You're not moving her out. She is so, Cardi B is trying to get to that point. She's working towards that point. But also Cardi B is still, if you really want to get into it, the girl who is the current girl that if a new girl wants a spot, you want the Cardi B spot. Nicki Minaj is here. She's been there. She's done that. She's literally done it all. Everything that these girls have done, she's already done. So she's not really competing anymore, but she is. But she wants the girl that she likes to be in position to win. So I see her pushing. I'm just going to say I see her pushing Ice Spice and supporting Ice Spice more because I feel like she would want Ice Spice to take Cardi B's spot. Nicki Minaj would push Ice Spice to be bigger or as big as Cardi B and not be threatened or not be competing with her because it'll be like, girl, I'm putting you on. Nicki Minaj didn't feel like she was putting Cardi B on. Nicki Minaj felt like the industry put Cardi B in place to take her out. So Nicki Minaj clause came out. She doesn't like feeling like, oh, this is the girl that's supposed to beat me. This is the girl that's supposed to eat me. No. But she doesn't have a problem ushering a girl in that she deems and feels and, pays her homage and she supports. And hey, be great, be big, be as huge as you want to be, as you can be. But don't put no girl here that you saying that she's supposed to be better than me, bigger than me, because I'm finna eat her up. and I'm going to be on her neck forever because I don't respect it. So that's the difference. I don't see Nicki feeling competitive against her. You know what I mean? I think Ice Spice did the right thing, showing her love, being respectful, and also they had the business right. And then two, let's just call it a thing. Nicki Minaj seen a star in Ice Spice. She's seen something promising in her. Nicki, one thing about Nicki Minaj that I noticed, and then we talk about this all the time, me and the people at my house. Nicki is one of those people where she's petty, she gets messy, she does it. She knows everything that's going on, and she sees all. And so she can see a star, and she can also see the trajectory of people, you know. And in the industry, I think that they all kind of do that because Cardi B can see it too. They can see who's coming. They know what's going. They know what's going on. They know who's working with who's dropping what. They know. And so the reason why I feel like Nicki doesn't collaborate with a lot of girls or a lot of people, or she wasn't doing it at first. When you talk about Lottos and just different people that wanted features, Saucy, Santana's, which we're gonna get into. They didn't have that promise to her, or they were seeming like an opportunist. I felt like she thought Coi Leray had that promise, and Coi Leray does have that promise, but she felt like Coi Leray started moving a little funny. That was an iffy, weird relationship. Bia, I think she just liked Bia because Bia understood her spot, stayed in her lane, and Bia was a cool chick. Doja Cat. I don't think she's really into Doja Cat, but she sees Doja Cat here. But I feel like with this Ice, and I think Nicki likes Sexy Red. You know what I mean? She likes these girls, and she thinks that these girls could be up next. And there is some promise in these girls, and so I think that it's important when you have an artist like Nicki Minaj that has been able to maintain a career and stay relevant, stay current, and stay at the top of the charts for this long. You kind of do want to shut up a little bit and listen and pay attention to who they like, what they don't like, and get some advice because obviously they're doing something right, And so I just think that she's seen a star in Ice Spice, and Ice Spice and her team, they did it the right way. Now, some people will argue that, Ice Spice's team is putting her in these positions, and, it's almost like this celebrity. It's kind of like what the Kardashians did when the Kardashians would, create these like publicity stunts, and they have like these celebrity publicity management teams, kind of like how where Kim Kardashian would throw like powder and stuff on Kim Kardashian in the red carpet to cause a frenzy. Well, I had heard allegedly behind the scenes, even with the Met Gala, apparently this is what I'm hearing in the streets, and that Ice Spice I'll just say this. The people were talking, and some people were saying that the team is creating this moment for Ice Spice for the media, but it all isn't what we think it is. Some would even argue that my Ice Spice wasn't even in the Met Gala, even at the Met Gala. Some would argue, did Anna Wintour actually invite Ice Spice to the Met Gala? Or was that a promo from the team to say, hey, let's put this out so that the perception of the people could be, oh, Ice Spice is at the Met Gala? I don't know. This is what people be saying on Twitter and stuff. These are what people think. So there's a lot of people are saying that some of this stuff is almost like celebrity crisis publicity management stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. In a nutshell, some people are saying and this is the conversation on Twitter, that everything is not what we think. Some of it is just a great team and almost putting it in our face so that we believe it, and then it becomes a reality, which is not a problem because the Kardashians did that. They literally have teams. Now, this is what I do know for a fact. There are teams out there to create celebrity type moments for publicity. You know what I mean? So that we can believe that you are more than who you are. You know what I'm saying? So there are teams that will call up, 50 camera guys, create a moment of controversy, and then it looks like, wow, this person is so famous because they got 50 flashing cameras every time they walk out of Burger King. And then to the general public, our mind, we all feel like, wow, this person is super, super famous. So, same could be said, if Ice Spice is at the Met Gala, with her eBay collab or whatever, maybe the team said, hey, well, since she's there, let's put out a letter to TMZ that Ice Spice was Anna Wintour's special guest, invited only, to the Met Gala. Why not add to it? She's going to be there. So why not we put out this story that this is this big special thing and she was invited personally by Anna Wintour? But yet, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. People still call her industry plant. People say it's not true. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's working. Whatever it is, it's working. So shout out to her. I like Ice Spice, and I think that she's fire. Some people see this, what they're saying on Twitter. Special guest, but no photo with Anna. That's what started the conversation. Because we didn't see, and I had to think about that. I was like, we didn't see a picture of her with Anna. And I don't think I've seen a picture of her ever inside the Met Gala. I only seen her talking to Lala. So was she really at the Met Gala? Was she really the special guest? Because I didn't see her with Anna. I don't know. But, excuse me. But these conversations, but see, you got to remember, they had these same conversations about Cardi B. This is why I always say it's giving a Cardi B come up, because remember, Cardi B was the industry plant. Cardi B was this. Cardi B was that. They said these things. So I don't know. Anyway, now, what else? Okay. Let's get to the Saucy Santana. Let's get to, hold on, let me take Cardi B off. If you guys haven't done so, please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel right now. Please subscribe to the channel. We have 5,000 people in the chat. Thank you guys all for being here. Check your subscriptions and make sure you guys are here. Okay, get comfortable. Grab your drink, refill your cocktails, because, baby, we about to start talking. So, apparently, Nicki Minaj has unfollowed Saucy Santana on Instagram. I haven't checked Twitter, but last time I did check, she was still following him on Twitter. Okay? So they're following each other on Twitter. Now, here's kind of what I've got, what it put together. Nicki Minaj unfollowed Saucy Santana. Okay? Saucy Santana got wind of Nicki Minaj unfollowing him. He then unfollowed her. Right? And so they're no longer following each other. I'm going to tell you what I think about this at the end. Now, fans are speculating that Nicki Minaj got tired of Saucy Santana kind of sneak dissing and kind of trying her and just kind of being messy, okay? Let me say this, though. I feel like Nicki Minaj is one of those people that are very particular about the people that she follows on her Instagram. I think if she follows you on Instagram, she really, really likes you. If she follows you on Twitter, you're more like a fan, stans, you know what I mean? And I also say this, too, about the Nicki Minaj. I would never want a Nicki Minaj follow again because at some point, I know she's going to follow me because I'm going to say something. I'm going to do something where she's not going to want to see it. That's one thing I do love about Cardi B because if Cardi B was anything like Nicki Minaj, child, I would have been unfollowed because I know I've been on Cardi B's row. She has been irritated with me several times, okay? She has been irritated with me several times. Hey, cop, you tried me? Like, girl, look, I know I done got those calls before. So I know. But I respect it because, you know what I'm saying, she don't just be on some like, okay, I'm just going to unfollow you. You know what I mean? So I really respect that about Cardi B. I love you for that. Because I just know if she was anything like Nicki, child, Armon would have been unfollowed months ago. Okay? A year ago. Because, baby, sometimes I be on her row. And she don't take it all the way personal. If anything, she'll call me, and I just respect. I personally respect that, and that's one thing I love about her. So shout out to Cardi B about that. But it's not about Cardi B, but you know, she will pull up and she will call you. Like, hello? Is everything okay with you? Yeah. Yes, girl, I'm fine. But no, seriously, okay. Anyway, now, I'll say this. People feel like Saucy Santana has been throwing shade. Now, if you know anything about Saucy Santana has always loved Nicki Minaj's music, always talked about being a barb, always kind of leaned more towards the Nicki Minaj side, you know, even over the Cardi B side. I remember when I first started to see the shift, though, is once they did that live and after Nicki Minaj went on and did the walk challenge. But before and then the Met Gala, was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't know. It was when Saucy was working with Freshie and as his publicist, and then Saucy was on Paper Magazine. His star was kind of growing a little bit, and then we saw him. You know, he at the Met Gala after party, and then that's when he had met Cardi B, and he started to be a little bit more cool with Cardi B. But I think he had said some things about her child before. He had said some things about culture before. He had said some reckless things, which we all do. And so that was interesting because then I think he started to take a liking for Cardi B and things like that. Not to mention Saucy is in bed with Krisha, Young Miami, you know, that's one of his best friends. And then Lotto. He's literally signed, I think, to the same label. And then they have him following everything that Lotto does. So they have him doing tours with Lotto, following everything that Lotto does. Lotto gets it first. She's the woman. She's more mainstream. You know what I mean? Then you got the gay best friend that gets to follow the trajectory of Lotto. And so, but then you like Nicki Minaj, but none of these people over here like Nicki Minaj, but you still try to maintain a relationship. However, you realize that you're never getting that feature. And we're going to talk about this in a second. I'm going to break this all down. But I just want you guys to understand, like, you know, he was a big fan of Nicki Minaj, and I still believe that he is still a fan. Every time she drops something, he will be walking to it. He'd be rapping it. He'd be trying to freestyle to it. I remember there was a time that, you know, I believe they may have met because he was in L.A. and it alluded to the fact that he was in Nicki Minaj's studio. We thought that Saucy Santana was going to get a record. I'm about to start going in. Let me give you some of these clips, though, where people started to feel away, okay? So it first started when people start to feel like Saucy was trying Nicki in this Krisha Please interview with Lotto. Let me see. Do I have it? I know I have it. Here.
Mixtape.
Yeah.
With me and just other upcoming gay boys, because it's a lot of other gay boys that rap.
Yeah.
And they sound good too.
Yeah.
They just haven't got to where I'm at yet. But you know, it's like I want to be able to give y'all a chance too, because I'm not the type of person that I don't got to be the queen of gay rap or all that. I'm Saucy Santana, so I know what's for me is what's for me, and I know I can do hella things outside of rap.
Right.
So I'm not caught up on that. I want to give y'all a chance too.
And that's how it should be.
I don't gotta be like, oh, I'm running this shit.
Right.
Ain't no
When you
So you hear this though, but all of this talk though, you can already feel that they've already talked and discussed Nicki Minaj. They're talking about her, and you know Lotto, she's already letting you know she don't like her. You know what I mean? You could hear it. You could hear that there's already tension. Listen to Lotto. She's doubling down, but they've clearly already discussed Nicki.
I don't gotta be like, oh, I'm running this.
Right.
Ain't no
when you confident in yourself, you don't see no competition.
I don't
Baby,
see no
I'm
competition.
me, you in your lane, and we both can run. You know
I want y'all to be able to flourish. I want us to be able to go to the BET Awards, and it's the best new LGBT artist. Like, get y'all own lane, because I'm 28 years old, no shade. At 35, you know.
Okay, so that was that, right? So that was thing number one. But thing number two was this. When the Cretia Please thing went out, when Nicki said that Cretia was taking her, let's get into some things, we're gonna get into some things, and Young Miami was ready to beef, because I don't care what nobody say, Young Miami was ready to beef, and I have a theory on that too. We're gonna get into that, but Young Miami was ready to beef with Nicki Minaj. Saucy Santana tweet, she thought I would kiss. Must ain't took her man. So then it's to put it on the floor. Everybody know what the put it on the floor lyrics mean. Everybody know what put it on the floor gives. Everybody know when you start putting it on the floor, you fell away. And especially in reference to anything Nicki Minaj, okay? Okay? So boom. So that was a tweet. In regard, but he was having his back with his friends. Now, when she unfollowed him, he unfollowed her. And then Saucy Santana posted, where is it at, child? Because I know I got it. Did I not post it? Hold on, let me see. Let me get it for you guys, because I got it right here. Saucy Santana posted this in his story a few hours after Nicki unfollowed him and he unfollowed her. To the same put it on the floor. But it was the Cardi B lyric on it. I can't play it because I don't want to demonetize the video. But then he was playing Cardi B. And you know, whenever they do that, when they start, and that's unfortunate for Cardi B though too, when it's like, okay, now I'm just going to be told all the way team Cardi B because I'm mad at you, Nicki. You know, like in that sense. But now then he posted the middle finger. So this is right after Nicki unfollowed him, and he went and unfollowed her, and then posted the middle finger with the put it on the floor, like with the Cardi B lyrics. Like, it was a nigga cry for what? These are denim tears. Like, I'm not crying. You got to read into it like, I'm not mad. I'm not pressed about you unfollowing me. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. Lotto has done something very interesting. And I'm going to bring Lotto back up here. And I'm going to bring Young Miami up here, too. And I'm going to leave Saucy Santana up there, too. So I'm gonna just show y'all something. I want y'all to really catch this. And this is no shade. This is no shade to nobody. These are just facts. Okay. Let me pull Lotto up. Cause I'm finna really break this down for y'all. Cause it's crazy. I mean, Lotto did do her big one though. But this also goes to tell you the Nicki Minaj impact though. Okay. So Lotto did something that a lot of people couldn't do, were afraid to do, and has now made popular, especially within her circle of friends. Now, it's, if you cannot get the feature with Nicki Minaj, the next best thing to do is beef with Nicki Minaj. because that will still catapult you. Whereas first they thought it would look like, oh, I'm gonna trick you out your spot. We're gonna I'm gonna get canceled. No, the beef with Nicki Minaj has literally helped Lotto. Lotto's engagement has been crazy. The beef with Nicki Minaj has literally put Lotto into the number 4 category from Nicki, Cardi, Meg, Lotto. That was because of the beef. If she wasn't beefing with Nicki Minaj, we wouldn't give about Lotto. It's no shade. That beef took her to the next level. So I think Lotto has these artists now. Well, you know what? I'll beef with you. Because the fans will then still be at the fingertips of everything that I do and say, because Nicki Minaj is underlined, still attached to it. This is why when we get over to Creisha Please, when Nicki said what she said, she immediately went into, well, Nicki, what's really the problem? See, Creisha Please already was ready to be like, girl, you just mad, you just jealous, you hating, you don't want to see, that was the energy, because Creisha feel like, I got the hottest podcast, I don't have to copy you, you mad because, you got Queen Radio and it's another female rapper doing a talk show, everybody don't got to copy you, and my show is popping, and you being a bitter. That's really what she was saying. That was the energy she was coming from. And my thing is, I think that that's so interesting, because before that, y'all were kissing Nicki and apologizing to her when you guys thought that Nicki Minaj was going to give Santana the feature first, because there was a point in time that Santana was slated to be bigger than the City Girls until Young Miami did the reverse Uno, started banging Diddy, upped her celebrity, and started kind of pulling the City Girls up with her, and then they got Creisha Please. And then Saucy Santana reverse Uno'd himself with the black women statements, and then the biggest one, doubling down on the Blue Ivy being ugly, looking like Jay-Z, and not apologizing for those statements and getting too cocky because he had signed a major deal. His business wasn't smart because he kind of felt like, oh, I'm better than the girls. I'm bigger than the girls. To now just be down to performing at, your local prides, bars, hookah lounges, and balls. But Saucy Santana, we were looking at Saucy Santana went from performing with Madonna to performing at the hookah lounge. But there was a point where he had the City Girl shook because they were paying him. They weren't giving him any claps. He had got with Freshie. Freshie was really doing his big one with the publicity. He was being put in magazines. I was thinking, shoot, he had even, in my opinion, he even had Lil Nas X kind of spooked and nervous because Saucy Santana had the urban flair plus the black audience. You know what I mean? The white, the urban, and he was commercial. They had the guy performing on the VMAs and everything. He got too cocky. I'm not going to count him out because we've seen it happen to the baby, and the baby caught one again. But the thing is, I say this to say, I thought that Saucy Santana, remember, they were snatching the mic from him on stage, the City Girls. Then at some point, it was given, well, he didn't need them no more. They were growing. He was doing bigger stuff than they were. We were like, damn, he finna be bigger than the City Girls. And he stole their whole thing. That's when she came in with the reverse Uno. This ain't happening. I'm still a woman. This got power. And she went and landed Diddy and switched it all up on him. And then he messed his stuff up. But I'm saying this to say, they wanted Nicki. But she was ready to beef. She was ready to have a back and forth. And so he's just following in the footsteps. Now he feels like, girl, who cares? Lotto's still flourishing. Creisha doing her thing. We don't need Nicki no more. And then he also realizes he was never getting a feature. Once JT and Creisha apologized, I think Nicki liked JT more. Once JT apologized, that's all, she really wanted. And if I'm being honest, I personally only think that Nicki was rocking with Santana a little bit, no shade, to get under the City Girl skin. No tea. Once they got that women empowerment thing rocking and rolling, they got on the phone, Santana was out. But Santana had already messed himself up with Nicki Minaj when they got on that live. But if you ask my opinion from that live, I don't think that Nicki Minaj was ever really a fan of Santana. I think that personally, Nicki Minaj always preferred Rolling Ray. Okay, now y'all ready to talk. Okay, hold on. I think she always preferred Rolling Ray. Hold on. So this is the live that I'm talking about, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that Nicki Minaj kind of was a little turned off. Let me show you. Let me see.
First of all, what I want to ask Nicki, I only really got one question.
What?
When I'm getting my feature, hold on, turn it down there. I can't. Is her phone on mute? Hello.
Wow, my phone ain't on mute.
This phone done damn froze.
First of all, I mean, you know, I don't know when I'm giving you a feature, sir. You know, I have to think about it and when it makes sense with the song and stuff. Mm-hmm. But why you had to go straight there? I thought me and you was really due.
What I want.
Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all killed me when I said there's two things about this video. Nicki Minaj was definitely trying it. Nicki Minaj never was going to give Saucy Santana a feature. She doesn't believe in Saucy Santana. I think she thinks Saucy Santana is trash. Okay, Saucy Santana is not trash. He's okay. But I don't think that she thinks that he's great. You know what I'm saying? I think that she thinks he's trash. She was playing in his face. That live was very, very awkward. She kept calling him Santana. He was like Santana. Like, you know, it was just a weird thing. But then, two, the biggest thing was true Nicki Minaj fans know, and I think this is why she falls out with people. It's not about, she don't need the money for the feature. She don't need any of that. When you get to a level, and Cardi B is working out her way there, when you get to a level of a Nicki Minaj, you have to decide, first of all, what does this do for me? Where's the benefit for me? I see the benefit in me if I'm Nicki Minaj and I'm working with Ice Spice. I don't really see the benefit in a Saucy Santana yet. No shade. And then, to be honest, as much as we're progressing forward, gay is in, but gay is not that in. Not to where I have to jump on it. And Saucy Santana, you're not that cold. Lil Nas X, you're good, but you're not that out cold. Like, y'all not that out cold yet. Artist-wise, lyric-wise, performance-wise, that I feel like I have to get on. And then commercially, y'all not just that out cold where I feel like I need to get on it. Because Nicki, no. I'm going to get on it if it's hot, if you out cold. I don't think that she was that fully impressed by Saucy Santana in any capacity. Okay? But at the same time, I think also she has expressed over numerous occasions that she does not like, or she does not prefer, when these artists come up and the first thing they want to talk about with her is a feature. Because then she just feels like she feels used. She feels some type of way. And the love doesn't feel genuine. And from these last 3 to 4 years, what I'm noticing from following Nicki Minaj, her main thing is the vibe check. Do you genuinely like me, or do you like Nicki Minaj? The rapper, the online, the one that can boost your career, the one that can get on your record and give you a Billboard Hot 100. Is that what you like? Or do you like Onika Tanya? Like, do you want to really get to know me? Do you care about me? Do you care about my off days, my down days, when I'm not in Nicki Minaj mode? You know what I mean? Do you really give a darn? And I think that, you know, through her time, she's felt used by different artists. She felt some type of way about Megan Thee Stallion. She just felt slighted, and she just starts to feel like, well, a lot of these people use me because of what I can do for them. And I don't like when artists come and just ask me for a feature. But there's two sides to it. If you're Nicki Minaj and I'm a rapper, I'm going to be honest with you. Nigga, I want a feature. I do want a feature from you. You would be crazy not to want a feature from you. So you know that's in the back of their mind. But I think at the same time, she just would like a little bit more of a genuine relationship. And I don't feel like her and Saucy Santana, this was their first time getting on live. And it just didn't gel. It just wasn't there. It was awkward. And you guys all killed me when I talked about this. But it was a very awkward live stream. And they didn't really have great chemistry. And he just went for it. I want a feature. And she was about to say, like, well, why you went right there? Like, I thought we was cool. I thought we was trying to build a rapport. And so I don't think Saucy Santana ever was going to get a feature from that day forward. Even if he didn't ask, I don't really think he was getting a feature. I think that now this is Nicki being petty. I think that Saucy Santana was growing and was and being seen publicly in special places with the Madonna look and this look and that look and this look and the songs, and everybody was on the trend, even though Nicki did it late. And the City Girls he had kind of took the City Girls thing and was kind of like killing it. And so she was still mad at them. And so I think that she was willing to do that to spite them. However, Q or P, he came to his senses quickly because she was doing that. Do we have a problem with Lil Baby? Had the City Girls talking. Then, when the women get together, they had a women empowerment powwow. They get on the phone, they get on the line, and then boom. JT is rocking a pink wig and going at Cardi B. So at that point, Saucy Santana, you're done because JT's got Nicki. Creature Please did a double whammy on the girls and went and got Diddy. Saucy, you started canceling yourself, and she was never really interested in you because I personally feel as though that Nicki Minaj actually finds more Rollin' Ray more of a kiki and more of a cackle. And that's a conversation for another day because, without getting into it, but at the same time, I think the gays need to be taken a little bit more serious than just your comedic relief. He is still an artist. So we're not just your best friends. We're not just your hairdressers. We're not just your girlfriend. We're not just here to be funny for you. Some of us are artists. So they should be respected as that as well. But anyway, that's a conversation of another day. But I think a lot of females, they forget that too. So now, they're no longer following each other on Instagram. But too, Nicki does this thing where she does this cleanse. However, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm Nicki Minaj, you're Saucy Santana, how could we possibly even get any? I don't ever see myself working with you. Saucy Santana, as quiet as it's kept, you've fallen off. The interest is not there as much as it was. Let's call it a thing. Saucy Santana, the interest for Saucy Santana is nowhere near where it was in 2021, slightly 2020. He's here. He's got his deal. But ever since he's got the record deal, Saucy Santana has been kind of doing this. The songs have not been the same. The energy, the draw for him is just not there. Okay? So that's thing number one. And then thing number two, Lotto is one of your best friends. Creature's one of your best friends. You sit with two people that I really don't like at all. Like, I don't like them at all. I definitely don't like them. So what are y'all talking about? Because me and you, Saucy, we couldn't be friends. The only thing we could do together is business. And I don't personally see myself doing any business with you. So I don't want to follow you on Instagram. I don't want to see your pictures with Creature and Lotto and you putting it on the floor. I don't like Cardi B. I don't like Lotto. I don't want to see Creature. I don't like them. You're barely with JT. That's the one I like. So you don't even like the one. You're not even really cool with the one that I like. So I don't want to see you on Instagram. I'm going to follow you. And I also don't want to do business with you. I'm over it. That's what I feel. And he feels some type of way. That's kind of what I think it's giving. And so now, look, we haven't been talking about Saucy Santana in a long time, but now Nicki Minaj unfollows you. We're talking about Saucy Santana. He's trending, and now he's gonna, put the middle finger up to it with a Cardi B verse. That's how it goes. But I feel like Lotto has created a new lane for people to now want, if you can't join her, beef with her. Because it still helps your engagement and your relevancy. Because the fan bases, while they may troll you, they're going to keep you trending and keep talking about you, whether they're dragging you or not, all because now you're beefing with Nicki. So beefing with her almost works better because now you can beef with her and you don't have to kiss her. And you can still get the same amount of publicity. So that's why I feel like Creature Please was ready to beef with her. Santana, like, I don't care. You can clearly tell they discussing her in the group chat. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And so I would like to know, wow, I talked for an hour and a half straight. Okay. Should I take a couple calls? If we do the calls, and you get on here trolling, cursing, talking crazy, I will leak your number. So don't come up here playing with me. And I will have 5,000 people calling you. And whoever else watches this video after. And it will stay up. So, don't call in here if you want to be childish. Also, okay, so now we're going into our intermission. So we're about to get into the call line lines and other promotions. Okay, so listen, for those people that are interested in the other channel, because I'm trying to be back over there. Okay, I'm going back over there today. I don't need your negativity if you're not. Okay. But for the people that's interested in the other channel, I will put the link to the other channel. Well, here's one of the videos. I'll put the link. How could I do this? To Be the Vibe in the chat. Okay. This is our tarot channel. If you guys want to go over there, I have 2 videos there. I'm getting better. You guys have been requesting it, and I'm like, okay, girl, I found a formula that I like. So for those people that like that channel, it's chill over there. It's cool. There's the link. We will do some live readings and stuff like that. Subscribe, watch the videos, leave a comment. Let's vibe out, okay? While we do this, we are going to also follow me on Instagram. And we're going to bend a minute real quick while I get the phone lines open, okay? Or should we be depositing our check? Hold on. Swallow me up. So I wanna bend a minute. Stand up, let me see you shake it, babe. Move your body like a snake, la babe. Ooh, you so thick, let me spank you, babe. You gon' make me break the bank, la babe. Ooh, you so fat, come and break me, babe. Smell so good, I wanna taste you, babe. Can I taste la babe? Can I taste la babe? You know the vibes. Listen, I'm always outside, never been shy. Ooh, bitch, I'm high. Listen, I'm geeked up, we never sleep. Talk about my meat. He like to eat, bon appetit. So I'm trying to really hit it. I'm trying to get a bit. I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit. Like it's been a minute, been a minute, been a minute. Been a minute, been a minute, been a minute.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
And I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit. Like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute. I need that been a minute. He like, who come and get it? I'm trying to get a bit.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's my little sneaky link. All on his knees, looking back at me. He high off the ski. He wanted to ski, so I gave him the ski. Yeah, I gave him the ski. Follow me up. Never been messy with it. Always been sexy with it. Mouth so wet, I'm melting in it. Booty so fat, I'm diving in it. Straight driving in it. I'm trying to really hit, and I'm trying to get it fit like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute. Okay. Been a minute on all streaming platforms under Armon Wiggins, okay? And also deposit your check, not the one. We got some songs over there. So if you guys like the music side of me, go ahead and check that out as well, okay? And it's all over your streaming platforms. All right. Ready? 8404. You are live on the air, and super chats to the top because we will not be here for a long time. All right? Okay, talk to me.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, hi. Well, one, I just wanted to say I'm a really big fan of the show. I'm very
Thank
happy
you.
that you put on the show today. This live. I've been watching the thing. I want to talk about Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
And like basically Ice Spice and the Nicki look. I'm
Okay.
like, I guess a fan also of Ice Spice, but my worry is that sort of like this huge, like all this attention that she's getting with very little artist development, I don't think she might like is ready. My friends have recently seen her perform, and the things that like the comments I've been getting back haven't been that good. So I'm kind of just worried that like, yes, the songs are there, which we all agree, but is the performance there? And
no, the performance is not there yet.
Yes. So I don't know. I feel like maybe like if Nicki could help her with that or something like that, then maybe I don't know. I wanted to make that point because I think that she can only go so far, how it is now.
I agree. I do think that Ice Spice will definitely have to add a performance element because she's going to become a snooze fest if she doesn't.
And just like I don't know if the fashion also like it's getting there, but it's not fully there. I just feel like she needs a little bit more time. I feel like the whole Met Gala thing, I think maybe she just walked the carpet and then got in her sprinter, because it was odd to me also like seeing the story. It was like, why are you in the car? They were like watching music videos or something. It was like something on an Instagram story. So I believe maybe she really didn't go to the Met Gala, like not.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I heard, that maybe she wasn't even there. She didn't go inside.
Yeah.
So that's what's interesting. But the perception is she was invited by Anna Wintour to the Met as a special guest, but we didn't ever see her inside.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think they should give her some time, maybe let her chill out so that she can like ride this into a big success, because even the Taylor Swift look, like these inauthentic moves that she's not really ready for aren't gonna take her very far, if that makes sense.
Yes. Thanks, boo. Okay, let me take another call. Okay, so people are feeling like Ice Spice is happening too quickly. 7317. Let me get it. Talk to me.
Hey, Armon, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to say congratulations on all your success. You know, I was
Thank
one
you.
of the users. I mean, one of the viewers that've been watching you since, you know, back when
For some years now.
Pan used to do those. Yeah, for a long time. And it's crazy seeing this happen, like how big you're getting. And I just want to say, I put a lot of my coworkers on you too. So
thank
watch
you.
you every day since but other than that, I want to tell you that I just want your opinion about Nicki Minaj. Like, me and my homegirl always have a debate about the evolution of female rappers as they get older. And I feel like they always try to maintain like a 20-year-old look or a 20-year-old sound. We all know Nicki Minaj is 40 and, you know, getting older. Do you feel like she's trying to stay like in like a 20ish vibe, or do you feel like, is it possible for a female rapper her age to kind of evolve to start rapping different, looking different? Even with her hair that she had, that she took a picture with Ice Spice recently, she had like barrettes in her hair, like trying to look young. but she's older now. So what's your opinion on that, about females evolving and maturing in rap?
I personally feel like, with the age stuff, I don't know about you, but when I'm 40, I'm still gonna be dressing like this. I like cool stuff. Like I don't have to start putting on a church suit and all that. Like I'm still gonna be fly. And so just because you 40 don't mean that you can't do little bows and do a little pigtail. Like not like where is that coming from? And I think Nicki Minaj does a really good job of staying relevant. You know what I mean? I don't feel like she's acting 20. She looks like a mature female rapper that with some money and some swag and some sauce. She doesn't look like she's trying. You can tell when people look like they're trying. She looks dope. I think she looks dope, and I think that we're reclaiming back what is old, what is young. Like, you don't have to start. What is she supposed to start wearing? Like a grandma wig now, and like a suit, and she can't be sexy. Like, nah, you be sexy till it's over. You feel me? So I think that's dope, and I think you should always maintain your youth, or at least a youthful spirit. Like you don't need to cornball it up. But Nicki Minaj looks very polished in the way that she carries herself. Now, the only thing that I think that, as far as like trying to keep up, is the twerking and the rolling on the floor is crazy. Now I don't mind her twerking, but the rolling around on the floor is crazy. But as far as the look, I think her look is fire. I think she's bad. I think that there's nothing wrong with the hair, the colors, the choices. Like, I think that women, as you get older, you should be able to still be youthful in spirit. Why not?
Yeah, I agree with that. I respect that. And yeah, that gave me a different look on it. And you're right. Like, if she wants to feel young, then nobody should tell her that she should look old. Like, if she feels young, then she should look young. You're right. I respect that. But one last thing. What happened to the official T-Pain? Are y'all still
I don't know what's going on with that. So, 6717, you're live on the air. Let me get down to, where is that call at? Girl, I do not see this caller. Okay, you're going to have to put your last four in the chat, love. 3179. 3179. Yes.
I'm here.
Hey, what's going on? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I have a question for you, and my question is, if Nicki Minaj gets to be so picky about, who she works with and stuff, how should Cardi B feel considering that people make her the rebound? Like, if I was in Cardi B position, I don't think I would really be feeling everybody, wanting to run to me after they fell out with Nicki.
Well, I think that all comes with Cardi B just putting out more music and putting up more stats. Nicki has more stake, right? This is kind of what we talked about earlier, or we talked about this before. Cardi B, while she's done here, she just simply hasn't done enough of the bigger work to be the number one option in that sense. But she's working on it. Like this move with like Lotto and the Glorilla, and then her putting out her own music and it doing well. Then her doing a tour. Then her doing some collabs with men. And like there's certain things that you have to do to become that person that Nicki has just done.
Right. So Nicki can kind of make that decision. I don't know. I guess I would just feel weird, because it's like Santana just fell out and now you want to post my song and like it's just a lot. And also I have a point to make about Santana.
Okay.
Basically, like I've been in Santana's shoes before where you're kind of like the third wheel friend, because he is the third wheel friend of the City Girls, And I feel like it wouldn't be a shocker to me if everything City Girls is because of Santana. She's just getting her stripes very late, But this is her in real life, and the girls have adopted her, and now y'all the biggest name in the room, and it's really me, But he got to jump through all these loops and be friends here and be friends there, let Nicki play in his face here and there to get respect. Like I just kind of don't like that.
Well, this is where I identify in that, because it's just like I feel like as a gay man, like that's what happens all the time. We always get played as second fiddle, especially to women in these situations. You know what I mean? So I just feel like he has it harder because he's gay. Like even doing commentary. Like he talked about how they wanted him to be a co-host for Carisha Please, but the things and I agree with him wholeheartedly. The thing is, as messy as Carisha is, and y'all call me messy over here. She's messy. Megan James is messy. Megan James is messy. All these people are messy, but some of these same people won't come to my show because they act like they're so afraid. It's so messy. But Carisha Please is messy as hell. But because she's a woman, you receive it different. Megan James, she does her podcast. She says some of the craziest stuff, throws you up. And it's like, because she's a woman, it's not considered messy. But if it was me or another gay man, it's like, these gay men are just so messy. These men are just messy and always in female business. You know what I mean? So it's a double standard, and we always get looked at like that.
That's very true. I definitely agree, and I see it from your point. But I want you to go back and watch that Carisha Please episode with Santana, JT, and Carisha. And I want you to just pay attention to Santana. Like, everybody go back and watch it. When Santana talks, they cut him off. When Santana talking about him, they trying to take it off of him. Like, just go back and watch it from Santana's point of view. And like I said, I was that person. And maybe it's just we're Libras and we both was with an Aquarius and a Sagittarius. But that dynamic is very like, we're going to be the third wheel, but we're also the star of the room. And the girls just have to team up to be bigger than us. But we still the biggest, period. Along with Santana and all the things that Santana. But when you are naturally a star, like, you can't help but to take up space, and the girls are threatened. Like, go back and watch it. And I'm going to get off the phone after this, but go back and watch it. They were definitely, taking the spotlight off of Santana a little bit, and he was supposed to be the co-host in that situation. But yeah, I'm going to let y'all have it. Love your mind. Y'all have a good day.
Love you too. All right. Let me see. Okay. Well, we don't have no more super chats, so let me see. Okay, well, where we at for time? Okay, I think we're doing good. My spirit is telling me to call it before it gets ghetto, so I'm going to end it here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
So we had a couple calls. Now listen, we will probably, if you guys want to continue the conversation, let's continue the conversation on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, in the comments. I'm not on Twitter right now. Follow me on Instagram, though, because that's where I'm at right now. Let me get my Instagram and put it in the chat. That is where I'm at right now because I'm not on Twitter. It is still going. So here's my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram because that is where I'm doing my updates and typing and all of that stuff. So I love you all. We will be back for another video maybe tomorrow. We will do a station head. So keep your comments. Drop them in the comment section below. Comment on Instagram, tag me in your favorite, parts of the video so I can repost them. And yes, I love you guys for being a part of the tribe. Visit the tarot channel. We're going to do some readings over there. I got to go recharge, child. I love y'all all. Stay tuned. See you next time. And let me